then the live stream happens.
अच्छा, ओके। Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to have you here, and I warmly welcome you to GlobalLinker. And thank you for taking your time out to, be a part of this session. We'll try to keep this extremely informative and, sharp, so that when you leave the session, it will be you will have certain pointers which you would definitely want to work on. We'll wait for a couple of minutes for more people to join in, and then we'll start it at 1:05. In the meanwhile, why don't we start by just introducing ourselves and uh, talking about what we do. So that's something which we can start. So I'll just put a small brief about myself. So hi Neeraj, hi Vilas, hi Rajesh from Neruda Group, Ahmedabad. We would be, I would be doing the talking in this webinar because it's a one-person show. However, I would be asking you all a couple of questions, and if you all just answer under this, like a yes or no, we'll also try running polls over here so that we get to know what's the pulse of what you're thinking, and if you all need some help, then maybe we can, help you there as well. So probably we can take it forward even after the webinar, so that whatever we have spoken in the webinar can be taken forward with you, and you can make the most out of the platform. The objective of this webinar is, so while we are sitting, while we are still waiting for the next 2 minutes, the objective of this webinar is very clear. It is to help you, use Global Linker as a platform so that you can maximize your business growth. Let's take an example. You are already doing your own business, and you are either looking for more suppliers, or you're looking at a new avenue. Maybe you're offline and you're trying to explore online as a new avenue to do your business. So Global Link, and you have come and created your account on Global Linker, and you would want to use it as a channel. So what are the things you can do using Global? That's what we'll be focusing on, and we will be focusing on the important things where you and your catalog will get maximum visibility. So that's what I'll be talking about. um let's go ahead and look at the introductions. So here is Vilas from Dewey Chemicals, Hyderabad. Rashmi from Golden Exports. Hi, Rashmi. Khushbu Modi from Elite Exports, Surat. What do you export, Rashmi and Khushbu? It would be nice to know. Please share that. Uh, Hi, PD Ranjit Kumar from Tamil Nadu. Uh, Neeraj Dave from Lax Corporation with offices in Ahmedabad and Delhi. Nilesh for Bhagwate Exporters. Okay, nice. Uh, Nilesh ji, it will be a little difficult for me to run it in webinar in Hindi, because quite a few people who are here are also not from India. So I have to respect them and use our global language. लेकिन यहाँ पे हमारे colleagues will also be कोई webinars उन लोग host करते हैं जो हिंदी में होता है. हम आपको वो share करेंगे. ताकि आप वो भी अटेंड कर पाए. लेकिन do try and be a part of this webinar and see if you can find it useful. कोई दिक्कत होती हो तो you can reach out to us as well. So Vasundhara is hi Siddharth More from Vasundhara Agro Pune, Sunil Kapasi from Hoffman Engineering and Marketing, Ahmedabad. Hey Jim, probably maybe if you find somebody else who replies back to you, then yeah, otherwise you're the only guy from the Philippines. Yeah. But yes, there are a lot of people from Union Bank of GlobalLinker who also, and from Philippines, who are a part of this and join the webinar as well. So welcome. And I hope you find this useful. Hi, Samit from Nasik. Hi, Krishna, a chartered accountant from Hyderabad. So now it's 1:05 and I believe we should start the webinar. I think something is wrong with your video. It's not visible. Can you see my video? Okay. Rashmi, maybe you need to exit and come back again or switch off something. Yeah, thank you. Bina, okay, 1 second. Bina from Hina International. Bina, let's discuss this at the end of the webinar, or we'll also connect with you after this. And probably when you listen to the webinar today, you'll understand that what we are doing over here is not ensuring that you will 100% get queries, but what we are doing here is to get you visibility, is what I spoke even in the beginning, is to give you more visibility and traction so that more people can come and visit your product catalog. That's what we'll do. But there's no guarantee of inquiries that you will be getting. So anyway, we'll discuss that when we go ahead. But yeah, you'll come to know. Yeah, sure. I'm going ahead and I'm just, we already have a WhatsApp group. I'll see to it if you all can be a part of that. I'll share the link with you. Yeah, let's talk about the agenda of the discussion today. So while I've already covered this twice, what I will be doing is, since if you all can briefly just tell me if you're already a part of the GlobalLinker platform, a brief yes or a no. Great. So many people have said yes. If you haven't, please create your account on globallinker.com. We'll send you the link. And maybe you can do it later as well. Now it'd be better to, have a look at the presentation first and the webinar. And since you have an account, welcome to GlobalLinker. If you don't have an account, still welcome to GlobalLinker. And GlobalLinker is basically a platform where all SMEs come together and they can create a digital profile for themselves. While they create their profile, more importantly, they also create a digital catalog. What is a digital catalog? A digital catalog is one more step, or maybe 2, 3 more steps ahead of the PPT product catalog or the PDF product catalog that you may have, and you're sending it to your clients currently. What does a PDF catalog currently do? A PDF catalog has to be created by your team. You have to design it, and then you email it as an attachment to your customers. If you need to update your PDF catalog, then you'll kind of have to redesign it again and resend it to your people saying that, oh, I have a new catalog. Please check this version 1.2, which has come out in August 2024 and not the May catalog. So that is what a PDF catalog I would call it as. And a digital catalog is much more interactive. It is accessed by a link, much like how we access a LinkedIn profile or a Facebook profile. And my products are always visible over there. So I just have to go to the link and I can see all my products. If there is a new line which I want to introduce and I want to add a new product, or I want to update an existing product, I simply have to go to my backend, which is like, say, for example, let's call it a seller panel, and I can update that information. So I can add my new products, and they automatically start reflecting on that link. Now, that if that link is is available with my client list currently, they simply go and visit the link, see what my existing products are, and the best part is I can, as a buyer, you can place an inquiry on the catalog, or you can also, make the catalog ready to take transactions, means purchases can also be done. Now that entirely depends on your business strategy. So what we would be doing over here is we'll be talking about what are the sales channels that what are the catalog that you would be creating, how interactive it is, and how do you create a great product catalog. Then we will tell you that on GlobalLinker, apart from creating a catalog which you can share it with your clients and this as well, not only inside GlobalLinker, you're not creating a catalog just for it to be visible to the people of and the members of GlobalLinker, but this catalog can be visible to you, people who are even not on the GlobalLinker platform. So that effectively means if your clients and suppliers don't have to be on GlobalLinker to access it. So you are actually creating a property which can be accessed by anyone over the world. And apart from that, you can use that catalog and put it in different places. Like you can put it in ONDC, you can put it in the marketplace, which GlobalLinker has created. You can put it, you can create it into an e-commerce store. You can also put it in Indian Business Portal, which is an initiative by FIO. And then we'll also briefly talk about how you manage that catalog via your seller bank. And if you also are doing business and you are selling your products, it's obvious that you are also looking for certain products. Like you'd be looking for raw material, or you'd be looking for etc. to source your own product requirement. So in that case, you can also get in touch with other SMEs if it's complementing you, and you can look for and make connections from that point of view. So you're not only looking to always sell, but other sellers can become your buyers also. So we'll just briefly touch upon it, and we'll go into a Q&A session. So let's quickly talk about the GlobalLinker platform that you are a part of. I'll give you a brief walkthrough of it, so that 1 second. Yeah. So GlobalLinker is actually a business networking, is a platform where, like I said, creates your, I'm just opening it. I'm just doing that. And I have a test account through which I'm accessing it. And I'll just briefly show you what do you see when you come onto the GlobalLinker platform every day. So this would be your timeline, as we call it, or your dashboard. And you can see that in your dashboard, there's a lot of performance metrics that you can see. One is, this is the status of your profile. If your profile is not updated, then we tell you certain important features of your profile that you need to have, like a profile picture is very important. So we highlight it. Okay, please update your profile picture, because it adds a lot of value, right? When I'm seeing somebody's profile and there is no picture, it's very boring. More likely that I would skip it. Lokesh, please add your questions while we are talking in the Q&A session. In the Q&A section, I'll be able to see it in the when we move to the Q&A segment of it. So and here there are a lot of RFQs which are currently raised by members. So we can see over here that the current RFQ which has been raised for beetle leaf supply and vegetable seed. So if something like that is, if your business is able to meet that, then great. You can, you can reply to this RFQ almost from here itself. So many people are coming to the marketplace and raising RFQ requirements of certain products which they are buying from, and you can meet that. A lot of people are also posting about their products and services. So this more becomes like a networking opportunity for, you. Like, see, he's Pratish Thakur is putting something about the products he's selling, about SS, and what are the engineering products he does. So you can, it kind of is building awareness amongst the community. So you're actually leveraging your profile to network, and you can use it for commerce features also, which we'll be quickly moving on to. So having a good profile adds a lot of value. I'll show you how does a profile actually look like. So I just clicked on it because again, it's interactive. And when the profile opens up, I can see a lot about the business. So just a product is not sufficient, right, for me to do business. I would like to know who's the business. Is he trustworthy for me to do it? So for me to evaluate, I need to read information about that business as well. So that's where what information you add about your business profile adds a lot of value. Adding pictures, adding your logo, getting your profile verified, putting your GST number becomes very, very important. Putting a description about your company, exactly are you looking for? And here is your product catalog. So if you update your products, it starts showing up in your profile, which you can share it with anyone. So you can just, I would just copy it here and I would share it. You can put your licenses and certificates as well and share. So it's pretty interesting what you can do with it. Now we'll come to the catalog in a bit. That's why I'm not stretched. Here is where you can actually go and edit this profile, which we just saw, not the catalog. The catalog, being a very important part of it, has a separate section where you can actually edit it. Briefly, we can touch about other things. There are a lot of articles which are there, which are submitted by our editorial team as well. You can you can read that for your this. You can also join groups which are there on GlobalLinker. There are industry groups which are already there. So if you are in an industry, like for example, if you are into engineering, you can join the engineering industry group. Maybe you're already a part of it, and you can converse with other members in that industry. About anything, maybe new updates or some information that you would like help on, etc. You can do that. Events like this, which you are a part of, are posted over here, not only by us, but also other members who would like to have their own events. They can do that and be a part of. Here is where you can actually manage your catalog. We'll take that up in the second part of the discussion. But now we're coming to the important one, which is here. So let's assume you have created your catalog already on GlobalLinker and you have completed your profile. Where can this catalog be displayed? One is you can also display it in your own company profile, which we just saw. Achal, can you please put this question in the in the Q&A session? I will definitely answer your question on the RFQ. We'll come back to that. Don't worry about it. So I can display it on my company profile. I can display my catalog on the GlobalLinker marketplace. I can display it on ONDC, on the Indian Business Portal, and in the e-commerce store as well. So the e-commerce store is a very interesting one. We'll talk about all of these now in detail. But you can see that just by creating one catalog, it would be taking some effort to create it. I know because we have worked closely with several SMEs who, take a lot of time in building this catalog. But then you see the benefits of it. It gives you visibility in 5 places. And, they have their every I would say sales channel or marketplace has its own benefits of being a part of it. What I would request you to do is have a notepad with you, and if you don't have a notepad, you can open your notepad in your phone as well, or even on your WhatsApp, and you should write down these sales channels. When I discuss these sales channels in detail, you need to check, does this meet your business strategy? Because there's no point in being a part of something which is not going to add value to you. So we are very clear about that if you are also putting your hard-earned time and effort into everything, and every avenue you choose should be a strategic decision from your side. So if you think ONDC adds value to your business, then only you should take the effort to set up and display your products in ONDC. Otherwise, no. Similarly, we'll do the same thing for Indian Business Portal, for your company profile, for e-commerce store, and for GlobalLinker Marketplace. If it's adding value to you, then only you should be visible over there. Otherwise, there are other channels for you to be a part of. So now that's more of a strategic decision that you would be taking. Given that's your business, you know what your bread and butter is, you know who your audience is, and I'll be talking to you about what the audience is going to be looking like over here as well. Let's move to the next part. Before we move on to the sales channels, let's talk about what the catalog is actually looking for. So we did see a live catalog on the platform right now, and there's certain things which came up in that thing. Stella, please ask in the Q&A. I'll get back, but not yet. I'll get back to you on this. So if you see, when you build your product catalog, there's certain things that you need to keep in mind when you're creating it. You need to ensure that your product images are clear. You need to ensure that you're giving more visibility options about your catalog to your customers as well. So do you have multiple images about the same product, like front view, back view, top view, whatever is important about it, how it's working? If you have a video link, you can add a video as well, in the description also. So clear, sharp photos, whatever adds more value to the buying decision is what you should be adding. Your product name should be very simple and clear so that the buyer understands it in first go as well. So these are very basic points which I'm adding, which can be applied not only on GlobalLinker, but across, even on a standard way you should be looking at. Now, you can, and clearly we'll also talk about one important point after the end of this 2 slides. So we say, you have a description where you can convey it, and then I can click on it to view more about it. So in a glance, I can see that there are so many products this company is offering. And now I'll just go ahead and I will, Yeah, I clicked on one of the images and if you can see, I can see a lot of more information about it. So what is the product? What is the SKU? It's this being a B2B business, it's only asking for a quote. It is not asking for a purchase because, once the inquiry comes in, they will take more information about the requirement and maybe then provide a quote. And a lot of other information like what is the range, etc., is given, which the buyer would know is what he would answer his questions. Make sure your summary and description adds that information which the buyer would generally ask you when he's sitting face to face. So think of I'll give you another example of another company which we have. Okay, this is opened here. So it's on live as well. This is an actual customer who has it, and he's added a lot of more information. He's added, if you can see over here, more images. And actually, he's used the image section to, say the fact that he's a PO member, he's a part of this business, etc. He's used the store pretty interestingly, and he's also added a description. But I'm coming back to the yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is another company which we liked, which I liked actually, and I thought that it would be nice for you to see. If you see, it's just selling matchboxes, but such nice pictures, very clearly written product title, which is indicating what is the MOQ and also the size of the matchbox. And even if I click on this, I can also share this. So that was one. And I can click to view more. Again, if you can see, this is also a B2B business. So it has only inquiry, but it says that you can minimum place an order for 2450 of this. And they don't accept small orders. This is the description, etc. Two things which I wanted to highlight over here. The stark difference you can see between a product PDF, which you may have been generally creating till today, and the difference between having an interactive online catalog is this, that it's visible to anyone. Like you said, I clicked on this and I was actually on the I was on the page of that business already. And that business's page is available not only on GlobalLinker, but it's available on Google, on the World Wide Web as well. So you're, by doing that kind of effort, you're actually showing yourself across the World Wide Web. We coming to the details of that. Now your product catalog becomes very important. Now, if you want to show it on Google, it's very important that your text is SEO friendly. You have nice images because all of that makes a lot of importance. Another thing is, I would just like to put an example. Say your buyer, your prospective buyer who has visited this catalog is sitting in Europe and he is making a purchase. He has no means to speak to you today. He may be seeing it at our 4 o'clock in the morning and he's checking out your catalog. Whatever you have written over here is what he reads and knows about this product. So it's almost like so what you write over here becomes even more important because this is your sell page for you. If so, you have to actually try and make out what are the questions the buyer would generally ask when he speaks to you, and you make sure that you add it over here in your summary and description. So that should add like my product is very durable. That's the kind of question. If generally your products are, then you can talk about durability. You can talk about warranty, if that is what the questions that come up of. And writing this information now has become very easy. You can always use AI helps greatly in writing great content. So please use AI. It's not difficult now to generate good content for your products when you have AI available with you. We can show that if you would like to see how you can use AI, just write a yes in the chat box. And if there are many people who would like to look at that, I'll briefly show you all how you all can use AI to create product descriptions quickly. But we'll take that in the last section, sorry. I'm moving to the next part. Yeah. So we just recap what are the important things you need to have in your product catalog. Clear, sharp pictures, a simple and descriptive product title, good product descriptions, reviews and ratings if you can get them from your clients, great. And yes, very important today, we cannot rule out, we should not ignore actually SEO ready. So you have to optimize your title, your descriptions with SEO friendly keywords. SEO is to help the World Wide Web search to find your products. So if you are also doing digital marketing and all, your content has to be SEO ready. So make sure that when you're writing the content, only they are SEO ready. So you write, and there are some things like meta title, meta description, meta keywords, which show up in Google search, etc., which help Google to crawl your website better. So don't ignore this. All of these features are available not only on GlobalLinker when you add product information, but in other websites as well, which make your products available on the World Wide Web. So, having that awareness definitely would add a lot of value to you. Yeah, moving to the next. So now I'll just go back briefly and show you that we spoke about 5 sales channels. And one of the sales channels was the Global Linker Marketplace. This is the Global Linker Marketplace. Now that you've created your catalog, okay, we said that we will do all of this and say I have added my entire product catalog, which I would like to put over there. Now, if I add my product catalog, let's say that I want to display it on Global Linker Marketplace. What is GlobalLinker Marketplace? GlobalLinker Marketplace is a B2B business, is a B2B marketplace for buyers and sellers across the world. So by updating your product catalog, now you can choose to say that I want to show it on GlobalLinker. So you meet, we'll just go on live and we'll check it. Here, it's opening up. And you can see there are a lot of products by different sellers which are there over here. So herbal products, say agri products, fruits, dry fruits, rice, jewelry. Some of the very top exported products are being highlighted over here, and a lot of other things can be seen. Now buyers come over here and they can directly place either a purchase or a inquiry over. So I'm just going on one category over here, fruits and vegetables, for example. And here we can say that, this is what I'm looking for. Say, for example, if I'm a buyer and I can send an inquiry, there is no purchase for this, but there's an inquiry. So I can quickly just send an inquiry. I'll have to log in over here and place my inquiry. I can see about the product, the description. This will help me identify the quality. And here is a lot of product description which has been added about it. So images, that's where you see now, if you become a buyer and you're reviewing this product from that point of view, you see that images, description becomes so important over here. So coming back to GlobalLinker, it's a B2B marketplace. And if you are a B2B business, then yes, GlobalLinker Marketplace is the place to be. So in your notepad, why don't you write down GlobalLinker? And if you think that you should be a part of GlobalLinker, then please put a tick mark over there. If not, then if you think you should not be a part of the GlobalLinker platform, then you can just leave it blank. If yes, you need to be a part of the GlobalLinker Marketplace, then here is the steps for which you would need to list. You've added your products to the catalog. You visit GlobalLinker under sales channels. You assign or edit a GlobalLinker category. So GlobalLinker Marketplace would have its own category, like similar to just giving an example of Amazon. Amazon has its own category of books and women's fashion, men's fashion, children's clothes, etc. So if I as a seller would like to list myself over there, I would choose from their category. So similarly, if I want to list myself over here, I would choose the categories that GlobalLinker already has and put my product accordingly to there. And then I wait for product verification. Great. If you need help, we can also reach out to you to help you get listed on the marketplace, but we'll talk about that in the end of the session. And you wait for product verification and you enable to show these products on GlobalLinker. So maybe you have like 200 products you have uploaded on the on your catalog on GlobalLinker, but you would only like to show 150 products over there. So in that case, you can choose which products you want to show on this marketplace and which you should not show it. I'll tell you why that helps you, because you are showing your products in different sales channels. So there may be certain products which you want to only show to in your e-commerce store. There will be products which you would only want to show over here. So in that case, you're getting the flexibility to do that. There are also some other small key requirements that you would like to be, you can use. So in that case, you would have to be mindful of, so that you need to add minimum 3 products. Your product description and summary should be well written, and it should be benefit focused, and it should be SEO friendly. So keep those in mind. Certain small errors, etc., would be there, which the system only would guide you and tell you. And in that case, once you meet that requirements, your products will start showing on the GlobalLinker marketplace. Moving to the next one, which is your own e-commerce store. Anuj and Neeraj, I'll answer you at the end of the session. Just if you can just add in the Q&A, that will just help me find the questions faster. Okay, coming to the sales channel, e-commerce store. So this was the second sales channel that we spoke about. Your catalog can be converted into an e-commerce store. So an e-commerce store is not necessarily, we generally think of that e-commerce store is only for B2C businesses, but actually B2B businesses use the e-commerce store for beautifully for two things. One is they use it to get inquiries. So it's a very interactive catalog, like I said, which can be shared by anyone. Once you have your own URL, you can put it in your email signature, you can put it in your profile as a link so that anybody can access it and view your product catalog. And if I visit it, I can also, see it over there. And from Google, if I'm a buyer, I come across your website, I can directly come. Your e-commerce store is your own property which you are building. So it's more like if you've created a branch in a different city of your country, here you're creating a branch online for your business, and now it's visible to everybody on the online web. However, when you create your own branch, you have to do the advertising, you'll have to do the marketing, you'll have to make sure your store looks beautiful so that when your customers come to your store, they know they like your store, they like your products, they place an inquiry with. What this essentially means is your e-commerce store is your property. It is hosted by GlobalLinker, and you can use it to manage your existing clients, to do advertising and acquire new clients as well. And it's entirely your show. So the capability of creating your e-commerce store exists over here. And why we are saying e-commerce store is because you can accept inquiries. You can also accept purchases. And all of that comes directly in your pocket. It is not going through anybody else. And you can use it to grow your online business. So how do you create your own online store? So your same catalog can be used to create your own online store as well. So you define your own menu and navigation, as you can see. We'll come and see over there. And you can create nice banners, etc. So you select the theme which you would want to, how you would want your store to be seen. And you put call to actions, and we'll come and see a couple of these. So I'll just show you, click on this. Yeah. This is a store which has been created, a pure B2B business, which is there. And you can see over here that none of these products have a purchase option because it's a very industrial product, but they have created a store and they have their own URL over here. You can see savisa.linker.store. I'll paste it here. So, while I'm talking, you can also, visit it and see at your own leisure later on. And you can see that, if I click on this, I can read a lot about this product. And if they add more machines to this, they can also, update their catalog. So navigation is there, standard, adjustable, etc. There's a place for his clients, this company's clients to log in and create their own account, which in B2B, they can also create a whole supply chain division where if I log into my account as their B2B buyer, I have a separate pricing, which I can see over here and place my orders and requests over here. So B2B can actually use it in two ways, keeping it open. Now, it depends on how much of advertising and SEO this person does so that he gets, more traffic to his store. Here is I think it's a retail store. I don't think it's a retail store. One second. Yeah, they are also manufacturers and exporters of leather goods, but a very nicely created, online catalog, I would call it, in their own store, and this is completely their property. So they market this as their business. You can put this, the KD design. So he's got his own custom URL and they print it on their business cards, send it in their signature. And even if you take the free one, which is, the savisa.linker store, linker store is our domain. So if you use that, that's also available free of cost. You don't need to buy it. But you can put this as your own domain and you can share it with anyone. Now I'm sharing this with you again on chat just to make you understand that this property is not only available to GlobalLinker members. This is available for anybody to access. So your online store which you have created is again available on the World Wide Web. Coming back over here, if you see, there's a lot of, nice navigation completely under your control, how you would want your visitors to come and visit you, a place for your visitors to create their own account, make purchases or inquiries, etc. All of that can be done over here. So you can also set up your own shipping. You can set up your payment gateway in case you're taking transactions. You can do all of that. So what's the checklist for me to create my e-commerce store on GlobalLinker? Sorry, not on GlobalLinker, for my business via GlobalLinker. You added your products to your catalog, which you already did in part number one. The same catalog can be used. And now you visit My Store under Sales Channel. You select your theme, create your storefront, you add banners, you have to add your store policies and relevant details, etc., about us and all of that. Then you create your categories, you add your products and map it to those categories, etc. You set up your payment options in case you want to accept payments. If not, you don't need to set up a payment option. And you set up your shipping options, and then you publish your store and you're ready to go. Once you publish your store, that URL becomes live and active, and you can share it with your contacts outside of GlobalLinker on GlobalLinker as well. Whoever comes can come and visit your property directly, and you can do a lot of other advertising to bring people to your own website over here. So you can, so you, I would, again, so this would be sales channel number two, which is your own e-commerce store. I would suggest you write it down over there and tick mark, next to your own device, whether yes, you would want to create your own e-commerce store or you would not want, if that's something which is not a part of your strategy, and you can leave it out. But make sure that if you're going ahead with this, you can also write a chat over here. Yes, if you would wish to create your e-commerce store, what we can do next is we can send you some further webinars, which my colleagues do to help create, good stores and catalogs, how to create a nice storefront. So maybe that's something which you should be a part of next. uh, Great. Please, write it over there. And yeah, so some tips which you keep, and I'm sure you would be knowing some small businesses who have their own websites, which are very nice. So take those learnings. What are the learnings? Nice images, nice navigation, simple navigation. Then if you also notice that those businesses do a lot of advertising also. So since most of you, from what descriptions, your introductions you have given, you are mostly on the B2B side. Your audience would be on places where it's B2B. So, Google paid keyword advertising adds a lot of value rather than being on social networking sites. So social networking sites work beautifully for B2C businesses. But given for B2B businesses, paid advertising, keyword advertising adds a lot of value to it. So that's something which you would have to work with a digital marketing agency or an advertising agency to help you get the required leads coming to your website, which you can convert into sales. I'm going to the next one, which is ONDC. Now, ONDC is something, it's more India specific. So please bear with me who are not from India. But ONDC is a channel which is, it's an initiative by the government of India to help sellers to get a more balanced playground and to disseminate the monopoly which is created by large sellers. So ONDC helps your products get shown on more seller platforms. Like in India, we have Paytm, Flipkart. They are the buyer platforms which are already empaneled with ONDC. So your products can start showing over there. So again, you can, we are ONDC enabled in the sense is we allow our sellers, we have integrated with the ONDC network so that you as a seller, if you would like to show your products on the ONDC network, you can do it right from here. However, currently ONDC is supporting B2C product categories. But very soon, ONDC is also going to open it up on B2B as well, which is why we are also very much prepared for it. We are already enabled it. But if ONDC meets your business strategy and you think you're showing it, your products are retail, are B2C as well, you entertain B2C orders, then you should list yourself on the ONDC network. You can just write a yes over here if you think you would be interested in joining the ONDC network. We will send you the relevant material so that you can join the ONDC network successfully. But in brief, here are the steps which you can take a screenshot of as well, and how to join the ONDC network. So ONDC network needs you to have a store. So the store which we spoke about first, you need to create that, because you also need to set up shipping. All of that is automated. So when a purchase is made on the ONDC network of your product, you get to know, and you will have to almost immediately work towards shipping that product to your customer. ONDC is very stringent in its policies, because if you get blacklisted, then they kind of take down your entire product from the network in case of non-compliance or not delivery of orders on time, etc. They're pretty strict on that. So we get on that is about management, but let's talk about setup right now. So you already added your products to your catalog. You set up and publish your e-commerce store, and you enable a shipping and logistics partner. You go to enable ONDC and you complete the ONDC setup. So you need to provide a settlement account, and you need to verify your business by giving your GST number. You map your products again. ONDC has its own list of categories. So you'll have to map your products to the ONDC categories. Certain information you need to give mandatorily, which ONDC asks. And once that is done, your products start showing on the ONDC network. Uh, yeah, so that's it on how you can show yourself. But again, if it's meeting your business strategy, that's when you have to join the ONDC network. Like I said, currently it's meeting B2C businesses. But yeah, let's move to the next one. Very interesting. For again, this is India specific. I'm sorry, but this is the Indian business portal, which is a B2B seller marketplace purely created for Indian exporters, and it is backed by FIO, which is a Federation of Import Export Organization, the apex body for import exports in India. They wanted a platform for members, for our Indian SMEs, to display their products uh, over here, and they circulate this amongst various embassies across the world. So if you are, since most of you are B2B, but if you are an exporter and are already exporting, it would be great if you can display your products on the Indian business portal. If buyers, as shared by FIO, and they are looking for a product which you are selling, and you happen to be there, the chances of you getting an inquiry becomes higher. So the same catalog is where I'll show you in brief how you can visit the Indian business portal as well. So here, this is the live version of the Indian business portal. It's just loading. Give it a minute. These are all the Indian business portal categories. So there are GI products, food and beverage, agriculture, etc. Is being added over here. And there are certain buyers which have reached out to FIO and are actually looking for currently for these products as well. If you think you can meet it, please click on them and meet these requirements as well. In fact, we also reach out to our sellers, like to members like you, via email if we have these open ones, and if you are meeting this requirement. So if you are mentioned that I'm in this industry and I deal in this product, so it's mentioned in your profile, it's easier for us to reach out to you because we are able to take that information from your profile and reach out to you with this email information as well via email. So updating your profile, just pulling back to the first thing, updating your profile becomes so important, because then we are able to match you and reach out to you with the right set of information as well. So if your profile is not completed, then we wouldn't be able to reach out to you and let you know of such things. Maybe you'll have to come and check it yourself. But yeah, a lot of other sellers which are displaying their products over here. If you think you should be a part of the Indian business portal, then please write a yes in the chat box. I'll send you certain, things where you can actually be joining the Indian business portal as well. How can you do that? We can send you tutorials and also some webinars which our members are, which our colleagues are doing. So simple, you've already added your products to your catalog. So you'll have to now set up for Indian business portal. You create your e-commerce store, because even Indian business portal requires its member to have an e-commerce store. Because on the Indian business portal, if a product is mentioned, they also give enough um, this to the seller, and it actually leads to the seller's store as well. So I'll just show you. Yeah. So I'm just looking at this particular product, which is any product. I'm just clicking on it. I'll download. Yeah. So for example, I'm looking at new suppliers like this. You see, I can visit his store as well. So FIO actually helps you get more visits to your store, which you have created. And here is a nice store which has been created by this business. So having your own e-commerce store becomes important. You set up the payment and your logistics as well. You visit the Indian business portal and you need to verify your IEC. To be listed on Indian business portal, you have to be an exporter. If you are an exporter, you have an IEC. So you give your ISE for verification, then the team kind of verifies your business and your listing. And once that's approved, your products will start showing on the Indian business board. That's it. This is the channel which you would like to be a part of. Then, please put it as a tick in your diary as well. And you put a yes over here, which you have done. Thank you. And there's certain other requirements you would need to meet by way of product. So, map it to the Indian business portal categories, add some more extra information, GI information. If you're selling GI products, etc., you can do that. And you're showing. Now, this is your seller back. So we spoke about the 5 sales channels. We saw the company profile, we saw the marketplace, we saw ONDC, we saw your own e-commerce store, and we saw the Indian business portal. These are the 5 sales channels which you have with you, and now you have decided which are the sales channels that you would like to be a part of. If you want to be a part, if you look at your list, you will start have to identify once you've already identified which ones you want to be a part of. Now let's work towards getting listed over there. We have to do all of these steps one by one. The first step is always to update your product catalog. And we can work on getting yourself listed on all of these as well. But now that you have your strategy defined, if you've seen it in your notepad, you've already defined your strategy. Your first step is go online, which means that complete your online profile, complete your online catalog. That is becoming online. That's strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 is get my catalog displayed in these sales channels. So the ones which you have ticked as yes are the ones now you have to start working towards being listed on. And you use the relevant tutorials, etc., to start getting listed over there. Now, how do I manage my catalog? How do I add my products and services? You would need an admin account, or you would need a backend to do that. So this is the backend. Again, the access to this is your GlobalLinker platform only, which is here. So you signed in over here. Please let me know if you can see my screen. I'm on this. Okay, thanks, Neeraj. I'm clicking on online store, which is the backend to visit my catalog management screen. We call it as a seller panel. You can also call it as a seller panel, so it's just easy to manage. Now, here is where you come on your seller panel and you can see a lot of more settings over here. Coming back to the PPT, this is where you actually update your catalog. So this is giving you a dashboard. Your orders or your inquiries, etc., show up over here. Your catalog. So you want to add your products, edit your products, etc., is here. Once you have a store, if you have a store, then these are all the e-commerce store management features which we give you. Like you can run promotions, you can manage your customers, your store settings, to set up your payment gateway, logistics, etc., is over here. Your store managers. So, a lot of other, not only you have to manage your store, but say if a digital marketing team has to do it, or your admin team has to update the inventory and add and remove new products. You give certain access to certain members to do that activity, which can be done from here. Integrations like integrating it to Google Analytics, Microsoft Clarity, etc. You can do all of that from here. And this is where you access your sales channels. So my store, marketplace, company profile, IBP, the Indian business portal, ONDC. Since this is a test account, I don't see it here. I cannot be listed there. You can also access your seller account from here, which is, you go to seller.globallinker.com, you log in, you click on online store over here, and you just visit it, is what I showed you. Now, if you yourself are looking for products, you can also become a buyer. I'm sure, you would have your own set of suppliers, or you're looking for suppliers as well. So come to the marketplace and look for it over here. On GlobalLinker as well, there's a search bar because, that's where you can also look for products over here as well. And you can search on the community and connect with other members. But you get a chance to review that profile as well before you do so. So, it's not only for you to sell, but you to buy as well. A lot of resources that we have created, not only you don't have to attend webinars, you can use our tutorials. You can use webinars which are there. You can use tutorials, articles. There are a lot of other things which you can access. There are blogs which are there to give you as much information so that you can do what you want to do. If you keep your strategy very clear that, I am on step number 1, which is making my online profile, then you look for queries and all for that. How can I get myself listed? Is my profile 100%? all my products are there. If I have 100 products, all my 100 products are on my catalog or no. Then you go to, say, Indian Business Portal, and you say that, are all my 100 products showing on Indian Business Portal? How do I get myself listed? Let me look for the right tutorial for that. So you can come over here and do that as well. That's the end of the presentation. And I hope, now as you look down at your notepad, you're able to gauge what are the things you need to do on GlobalLinker. And you have a very direct plan using here. So our own agenda over here is to make sure that you are coming here and you are doing the right activities, and you're just not, your whatever actions you do, more importantly, is adding value to your business. So we've kept this very sharp for you, and I hope this is adding value. Now I'll go to the Q&A session, and I'll just start looking at the questions. Give me a moment. I see there are a couple of Q&As. I'm just trying to open the Q&A box. The Q&A is not opening, sorry. Okay. So Ravinder Singh is asking, how can we save our website from plagiarism? Plagiarism always pushbacks the website. Yes, that's true. So that's one thing which Google or any online store definitely, you have to be aware of. So plagiarism is what is plagiarism? Plagiarism is copying of content from what has been written and published elsewhere. So you cannot just blindly copy paste anything. That's where you write your content. So you know your product very well. So for example, say it's a motor, you know all the product information about it. Just put it over there, give it to AI, and AI would write it back for you. So that's where you can avoid plagiarism. So the idea is that you write your own content, and now AI helps you present your content in a good way. So why don't you do that for your benefit? So you can definitely list down, okay, my product's features are this. It has these variants. It has this. This is the USP of my product. You can just write it down, give it to AI, and you do it. Krishna is asking, I understand this is more of linking SMEs more for products. I believe there's a very interesting space in GlobalLinker on the like, but would the mindset of people checking for products think of these services, please? Thank you. Also interested to do any sessions on cash flow planning for the people registered on GlobalLinker. Krishna, hi. Yes, definitely. It's more a product-driven website, and a lot of services people are using it, to use it as knowledge content. I can just briefly touch upon it. So when I touched upon when we came upon this section called profile, a lot of our services businesses write articles, etc., and they use that, and those articles are actually get a lot of traction as well coming to your profile. So I will just you can use that as a medium to network with a lot of other businesses which are there on the platform. So you can use it as a networking space, while other businesses can use it for many other to get leads, etc. over here. So you see a lot of other people, our own members are posting over here. So if you see over here, they're all GlobalLinker members which post articles, etc. So you can use that. And yes, if we can talk about certain webinars as well, we can discuss that too. So Ravinder Singh, how can we plan for marketing with GlobalLinker? Because we are a very small business and do not have funds for it. Ravinder, that's a common problem which every small business has. So while funds become important in leveraging certain content, now in that case, what you should be doing is that's where these channels and marketplaces become very important, that you show your products over there. That's why these 5 sales channels which we spoke about, they have no cost involved. You just have to put the effort of creating the catalog and making sure your products show up over there. And those marketplaces are managed by other entities, not by you. So then the effort that goes into marketing it, etc., is not yours. So what you should be focusing on in that case is showing your products in these marketplaces like ONDC, if it's applicable, Indian Business Portal, etc. So you can show your products over there, and once you show your products over there, then once your business grows to the next level, then maybe you can think of entering into paid advertising. But do create your online store, because organically also people can come to your website. Being on the web is not, there's nothing wrong in it. Okay, yeah. Achal asked, kindly share the RFQ section. Yeah, I'll show it to you here on live, if you can see my screen. So I come to the timeline over here. So if you log into your account as well over here, all existing RFQs are displayed here on the timeline. Here, it's downloaded over here. Now, if I click on, I can see a couple of, the latest inquiries shown over here. I can scroll left and right, and I can view these inquiries over here. So it opens up in a new page. I'll send this to you all on chat as well, so you can access it. I've sent it. But yeah, here you can see now all the inquiries which are there currently by our buyers are listed over here. You can search them by name, you can search them by RFQ ID. You can see the quantity and you can say when it is listed. They also have an expiry date. So the moment it's expired, then you cannot reply to these RFQs. So it's good to reply to these RFQs because then the buyer has, an opportunity to reply back to you as well. And if a person who would like to raise an RFQ themselves, so if you would also like to raise an RFQ, you can just go to globallinker.com and you scroll down and you can request for an RFQ over here. You have to sign up and then you fill up the form for the RFQ. I hope this is good. Stella, what is supplier spotlight and how many days it's visible in the spotlight? Okay, so Stella, supplier spotlight is a very interesting feature. We thought that members would like to be found, and people who have good profiles and catalogs should be noticed. So in that case, what we do, if you meet a certain requirement, like your profile is 85 or 90% and above, and you have added products in your catalog, your profile is filled, then you start showing up on supplier spotlight. You will always be in supplier spotlight till say another person comes in, so your queue would change, but you would continue to be in supplier spotlight till you continue to meet the requirements to be on the spotlight. So there is no end date to it. How do you leverage AI to create profile? I'll just come back to you in a minute over here. Neeraj is asking one question. If you create a catalog on seller linker store, will it automatically synchronize with all the five platforms? Yes, Neeraj. So that's the beauty of it. All the five platforms which we spoke about, your catalog will show everywhere. You have the flexibility to decide whether you want to show product number one in platform number one. You have the flexibility to do that. You can say product number two will only show in platform number three. So you can decide that. So I hope that has answered your question. That's the beauty of creating one catalog and just keeping it here. So the effort in creating the catalog is there. But once you do, then you just have to complete. Once you do, it's done. And then you just have to make yourself visible in all the other five platforms. Ravindra is asking, can I customize the website for a single product in two prices, one for the member, another for a non-member? If the member logs in and purchases the product and add to cart with member price, and also Ravindran, yes, that's possible. So that's what I spoke about in your e-commerce store. You can actually create a login, and I'll show it to you over here. So if I create, if I log in here, I'm not able to for some reason. Yeah. So there is a trade partner login over here. So this is a login which I create only for my wholesalers and my distributors, and say that kind of pricing, etc., will only be displayed once your trade partner logs in over there. You can also, in fact, define the number of products your trade partners would see. So if you have 50 products and partner A should see only 20 products, he will only see those 20 products and the pricing of that, the special pricing you have set for it, but you set it at a category level. You don't set it at per partner level. So you would have you would have distributors like gold distributor, silver distributor, top distributor. You create that and you can do it. Neeraj is also asking, so the catalog is to be made on Seller Global Link or you can do it either. So we have partnered with FIO, and that's why there's a FIO globallinker.com. So they are our partner site. So if you have an account on FIO Global Linker, you can do all of this from there as well. You don't have to create an account on seller.globallinker.com. That's another general partner site which we have. There are three options for creating a catalog. Neeraj, I think I answered your question, but if you want, why don't you send us a mail and we'll help you out before you do anything. Um, Vikram is asking, by creating a digital catalog on GlobalLinker, would it automatically be seen on all five channels? It won't be automatically seen on all five channels. So once you create your catalog, you'll have to set yourself up on to be displayed over there, because every channel has its own unique requirement. So just understand that on ONDC, ONDC has its own set of categories. ONDC will say you have to give me a bank account. ONDC will also say I would need XYZ, XYZ. So you meet those requirements. It could be business requirements or product requirements. Once you meet those requirements, then you submit it, and then your products get reviewed and they show up on that network. So there's an additional setup you would have to do. But yes, the base for all is to show your product catalog needs to be updated. So yes, uh, Indian Business Portal would have its own requirement, because they are saying we only want exporters. Because of that, they are saying you have to give me your IEC code. Now, once you meet that requirement and your products are meeting their requirements, it's mapped, etc., your products will start showing on Indian Business Portal. So it is, once that setup is done, then yeah, all your products start showing up automatically on all the five channels. Please send email address for sending the query. I'm just sending an email address in the general one. So it is info@globallinker.com. Sorry. I've sent the email ID to everyone over here. So if you all have anything, you all can chat to your message over here. Now, the thing you all have asked is, how do I use AI to create, product description? So GlobalLinker has a feature where here is where I actually manage my catalog. So I can add my products, tags, labels, attributes, filters, etc. for my e-commerce store over here. Now, if I this feature, we have a AI feature where you can create the product description right from the product over here itself. And this is actually a paid feature. But if you don't have a paid feature, it's fine. We can go outside and do it as well. But I'm just showing you. Yeah. So I'll show you the one which is there on GlobalLinker, and then we can also go outside and see it. So here I have. So here is where they tell you add your summary, you know, add your description. Like I said, it's very important. Then we also told you that, SEO related is always mentioned. So you have to ask the meta title, meta keywords, sorry, meta title, meta keywords, meta description. All of that is important to add. Now, just by adding one word, it will not add much value to Google, right? So you'll have to add something. So we have get AI suggestions, where I enter the product name, I enter some product features. Like I said, if you know your product features, etc., very well, so you just add that over here. Click on generate, and all these fields which require content get generated right over here. It takes 10 to 15 seconds. And you can see that a very nice, basis of what title and product summary I have already given. It has given me a summary. It has given me a description. It has given me a meta title, a meta description, meta keywords. And I can just say, oh, this is good, keep it. Oh, this is good, keep it. Now I want to change something, or I add something, your inner self, for example. If I want to change it and then I say keep, it will get updated. So I can do this. If I'm not very happy with this, I'll say regenerate. So it will get regenerated. Oops. Yeah, sorry. So I think it got regenerated. I got missed. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did, but let's regenerate this. You can see my screen, right? I hope you can see my screen. Okay. So you see now this has got regenerated, a different one. I like it. I keep it. Now that's where if I come back over here and I don't want to keep this, for example, I'll just close it. I'll close and exit. And you can see that my content is already updated with this information. I just have to click on see. And it's got edited. Here I can add my images, 360-degree product views. But this is a paid feature in our platinum plan. Say you don't, there are a lot of free tools also available. One of the key free tool I always use is ChatGPT. So I'm going to ChatGPT and say I want a product description. Yeah. I did help somebody some time back to create a description. So I'll just say that this is what you have to give. So here is where I, told that, yeah, I've actually done it. So I'll just show it to you rather than generating it. But we had created a note like this and we'll read it. So it's saying that I'll create a new one. What I've written over here is instructions. I'm a manufacturer and exporter of innovative machinery dedicated to crafting environmentally friendly. So this person creates machines to create, using environmentally friendly products like coir, etc., to create these products over here. Now they create use banana fiber, jute fiber, etc. And this is the name of their company. They're based in Hyderabad, India. And I'm uploading my product on GlobalLinker. I need you to create the 5 following things: product name, summary, description, meta title, meta description, meta keywords. Keep the description and summary benefit focused and SEO friendly and relevant to the buyer. And the product name is rice husk plates, 2 inches, 12 inches, 1 carton of 24 pieces. Okay. And I just give it to ChatGPT. And you see that ChatGPT is already answering it back. So here is a SEO friendly product listing. The product name is giving you a suggested product name which you can use. It's giving you a summary. It is, you can see it's already getting generated. A description is getting generated. Meta title and meta description, meta keywords. Now I just need to copy this in my product page and copy this like this. I will go to my product page over here and add it in the right place over here and paste it. Like I think I copied the meta keyword. So I will go to the meta keyword section over here. And okay, it's not relevant, but I would paste it here and I would save it. I will chat you this description here. Not exactly this, but then you can just use it when you are creating your product description as well. So if you see, for you to write, if as a business where content is not your strength, you just have to give an instruction to the AI. I'm just deleting the name of the company, etc. Wherever I've written XXXX, you can, kind of update it. And my product name is XXX. Yeah, I've chatted. So you can make this as a thing and you can, give it to the AI and the AI can give it back to you. And you can make sure that your entire product content is ready for use. I hope this quick tutorial for using AI helps you. Then we have Neeraj is asking, if we take PO membership, RCMC, will it cover all the benefits of EPC or only those products that are not? I don't know what is EPC, if you can help me. See, PO membership is a membership you take with PO, and IEC is what you would need. Oh, okay, sorry. Export promotion. You don't necessarily. So the Indian Business Portal is not only for PO members. If you're a PO member, there's an added benefit because there's a trust factor which you're creating with the buyer. However, it is not required for you to be a PO member, but you need to have an IEC code for sure. So becoming a PO member has its own benefits. You get access to a lot of trade shows, etc., which they do, a lot of networking events which they do, etc. So that's a PO thing. So use it for that. Indian Business Portal doesn't give any additional preference today for PO members. So I think I've answered all questions. If there are any more questions I need to please ask, you can ask me. We have actually overshot the webinar. And I hope if anybody would, if you all have any more questions, you all can reach out to our support team and our support team will help you. And if you all need to, you can. We'll reach out to you for support in case you would like to, because you have said yes in getting listed in the relevant sales channels. Since you have already mentioned it to us, please expect a reach out from us if that's okay with you all. And we will send you the tutorials, etc. We will also send you a Calendly link in case you would like to get listed on the Global Linker marketplace. We are actually doing a review meeting of your catalog, and we can just have a brief 30-minute call where you can get yourself we review the catalog and just give you pointers on how you can list yourself quickly on the Global Linker marketplace. So if you all would be interested in that, I can share the Calendly link if you all would like to book it. And my team would kind of help you in you can schedule a meeting, and then maybe we can have a review for all of your catalog as well. So why don't you all do that? Anyway, I wish you all the best. And thank you for joining this webinar. It was very interesting for me as much as it would be. I hope it was interesting and adding value to you. Please do refer to the notepad which you have created, and do follow that as step by step so that you can, make the most out of the Global Linker platform. So thank you very much once more for being a part of the platform. And we'll see you next time, and we'll see you on Global Linker. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you, Stella. Thank you.